Hello everybody, and welcome back to the last level of Banjo-Kazooie. We're going to be doing Click Clock Wood, which is actually my favorite level of the game, even though it kind of depresses me at the end of it, but, you know, it is what it is.
Are the people at home not gonna hear me drinking water as they start the video?
Yeah, no, they're not going to hear you glugging away.
Please.
Yeah, so, how's your week been?
Well, vacation is over, so I have that going against me.
Nah, that's too bad.
Yeah. Oh my! What the hell?
Yeah, they're literally the just like the slug things, but they're birds now. But for whatever reason, whenever you kill the first one, it always shows a bit of a cutscene. I don't know why. It's weird. And of course,
They want you to think about your actions.
You're destroying the environment, Banjo.
Yeah. Banjo, you gotta understand that revenge is not the way.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear the one theory that Banjo-Kazooie and the Donkey Kong franchise take place in the same universe?
I have not heard such theory, but I mean, it wouldn't be far-fetched.
Yeah, no, but the reasoning for it is that aside from the fact that there's a few references, like that beaver is named Naughty, which is the name of the beavers in the Donkey Kong series, there's also the fact that in Donkey Kong Country 3, you go to the Northern Hemisphere, which is populated by a bunch of, like, bear folk, and they all kind of look like Banjo. So it's theorized that that's also kind of like where Banjo's world is sort of in the Northern Hemisphere, whereas Donkey Kong Country, I guess, is in the Southern Hemisphere. And also there's Banjo and the Kremlings and all that in Diddy Kong Racing.
Bearfolk sounds like the name of a really cringy D&D race.
Well, I mean, there's werebears, but
that is lycanthropy, it's not that is lycanthropy, it's not really a race.
Yeah.
Unless we are willing to call furries a race too.
I'm ashamed that I share a race with them. But let's see, what else was there? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so
Bearfolk, lycanthropy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think what would be the closest, because I do remember, like, when I was doing a oh, we have just enough skulls. I was just thinking that there was a player who I had in one of my games who asked me if there was any if there was a race for gnolls, and I was like, no, unfortunately there isn't. And I also come to find out that he's a furry, so it's like, oh, okay, I know exactly where that was going.
Oh my god.
Really, the only really weird races that I like in Dungeons & Dragons are Loxodons, but even then, it's sort of like, outside of, like, the Forgotten Realms, I don't know how it would really make sense that they would be walking around kind of thing.
I generally have a strong distaste for any fantasy races which are just ex-animal but humanoid.
Yeah, but I like the Loxodon because it's an elephant, and elephants are cool. But, no, I also had a player for the Curse of Strahd game that I played. Thankfully, he didn't make it past character creation, because apparently he just dropped out immediately. But he wanted to play a Loxodon cleric in Curse of Strahd, and it was just one of those things where it was like, that's gonna like ruin the fucking atmosphere like so goddamn hard. And I say that when someone rocked up with fucking Colonel Sanders. So just to give an idea of like how out there a Loxodon fucking is.
Man, Sanders's 11 herbs and spices made all the difference in the campaign.
He did. But I'm not knocking the fact that he played it, but it was just one of those things that was just funny.
Yeah. Well, it is the thing, like you.
Whoops.
It has to be played in a way that doesn't clash with the setting. It doesn't clash with the intent. And like, to be fair, regardless of the campaign, whenever it's an RPG, people are gonna try to do something goofy. People are gonna try to do something silly with it because it's a world they can play it with.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna try, I don't know, to subvert in a certain way, certain ways, including like playing silly characters in serious situations, like Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm. Ronaldo, for those who don't know, is Gok's character in a Vampire the Masquerade game that we're in. It's Zoolander.
And in yesterday's episode, I signed some gay guy's ass with my autograph.
Yeah, it would have been very different if we went with my suggestion of what to do. But let's not talk about that. Actually, a game that I was thinking of playing for the channel was Dark, because I heard that it would be one of those games that we would have to get Kel in, because apparently it rips off Vampire the Masquerade a lot, and it's not very good. So
the game is just called Dark?
Yeah, Dark. As in, you know, dark.
As in the absence of light.
Yes.
Yes, I am aware. I am aware of the physical concept of darkness.
Yeah, it's like, I know you don't like them, but the zero punctuation basically made a very good case as to why that game is not very good. Basically, long story short, it's just writing's all over the place, and game balance is also ridiculously all over the place.
I like how whenever you mention zero punctuation, you have to apologize. I know you don't like him.
It's not apologizing, it's just saying I'm also letting the audience know that you don't like him very much.
Yeah.
Which is fine, it's just, it is what it is. You're allowed to like things that I don't like, and vice versa.
Yeah. Hang up on him, audience. What is the transformation for this?
A bumblebee. But I'm not doing it just yet because in order to get the last Jiggy that's in Gratilda's lair that you get from activating the switch in this level, you need to be the Bumblebee, so I just figured, okay, I just leave all the Bumblebee stuff last.
Somebody move this boulder.
Yeah, poor Naughty the Beaver. Although he does have the best song in the game, I will say that.
Those guys are just teasing you.
Yeah, they're annoying. If you're the bumblebee, they don't clamp on you, but the only way to get their shit as Banjo is to use the invincibility feathers.
Which must be satisfying. Just blow them up while they're trying to bite you.
Oh, unfortunately, it's not that satisfying. You can't kill them.
Eerie hungry. Don't you have a mother?
Apparently not. We're the mother. But I like Eerie. Eerie's a good bird.
I like how as soon as you catch the caterpillar, they're like, kill me.
Oh god. There was a bit of a funny story that I heard from somebody at work where apparently there's this woman that would call in all the fucking time and not show up for work. And I don't know how she's not fired yet, but she would always give out some really lame-ass excuse as to, like, why she can't make it to work. And one of them was that she got bit on the back by a caterpillar. So she can't make it into work.
Bit in the back by a curb. Oh my god.
By a caterpillar, yes. The little squeaky thing that we just picked up.
I don't know how, if there is, if they have this kind of... I mean, I can accept that excuse if it is certain kind of poisonous, because there is a certain kind of poisonous caterpillar. I don't know if you have them in North America, but it's one with like a kind of a I don't know what's the proper name for it, because
well,
they have like a kind of like spikes on their they look like hair, actually, like spikes that look like hair.
Oh, I think we do kind of have them, but I don't know if they're poisonous, if they're just like hard for predators to eat.
No, it's in Portuguese they're called taturana, and they are and here you are bullying the camel again.
Yeah, we have to get this flower to grow, and it's summertime, so we can't just go over and to the river and scoop some up.
But yeah, this kind of caterpillar has poisonous poisonous needles in their body, and if you touch them, you get they. I don't think needles are the best name for it, because they work kind of like the defense mechanism of now I forgot the name of the other animal. Jellyfish.
Oh, jellyfish.
Yeah.
So like stingers?
Yes. They work kind of like the defense mechanism of the jellyfish, because if you touch them, they're gonna liberate poison in your skin, and it's gonna burn. So I can get the excuse if it's that kind of animal, that kind of caterpillar, but I don't know if they exist in North America.
Well, I'm not going to bother to look it up, because I'm at least 80% certain that no, there's very little, actually, Amazon level poisonous animals in Canada. And I'm willing to bet that out of the poisonous animals we do have, the caterpillar is not one of them. But, no, it was just, I also have a bit of a story, with that, same woman where, she walked in, to work as we, were leaving, and I said, oh, hey, good morning, how's it going? And she said, "Oh yeah, my child's dying of leukemia." And it's like, okay, cool, thanks. No, my grandchild has leukemia. And it was just like, I don't know. It was just baffling that that was like the thing that she has to greet people in the morning with.
Hello. Have a nice evening. I have pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, you meet all sorts of funny folk on when you work retail, including your own coworkers. Have you worked at many retail jobs and come to hate humanity that way, or did you learn to hate humanity some other way?
I don't hate humanity. I just hate certain breeds of people from Europe and North America.
So, like 50% of the population, got it.
But yeah, just saying, like, I'm not misanthropic. I'm just xenophobic. But yeah, no, I have not worked retail. I have, how many caterpillars you have to catch in total?
For this section, I think it's 5, but, like with the Mumbo Skulls, there's more caterpillars than there are, like, that you actually need. You just can't take them between levels, and also this jump is really fucking annoying.
Before I became a parasite munching off the taxpayer money, I was, my first job was opening bank accounts.
Oh, so a parasite for a different company. Got it.
No, for this one I was actually useful for something. Because I used to open bank accounts, and but it was just like it wasn't kind of an official job. I was just paid by the account I opened, and it got annoying after a while.
Oh, so it was entirely by commission then?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
And then how do I phrase this? I'm always puzzled how to phrase this because I don't know the terminology. Then I passed the test and became a civil servant, and it has been like that for the last 16 years.
Oh wow, you've been in that job for quite a while then. Okay, I kind of assumed...
different jobs.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Yeah. First time I got approved for a civil servant job was when I was 17, but because I was 17, I couldn't get in. I couldn't take the job. But
they put your like resume with a bookmark to be like, we gotta hire this guy.
Yeah, no, you just don't get, like, I had to sign a document giving up the position because I was still underage and I couldn't take it.
Mm. Needs more sleep. And bop.
Yeah, a growth spurt and hibernation. If it was like that for humans, can you imagine? You make 14. You grow like 6 inches in a. You go 6 inches in a year, and then you sleep for the next year.
I wouldn't mind that. Also, I think for this little area, there is an extra life in here, but I think the position of it changes with the seasons as well. So that's why you can sort of like monkey your way up the branches there. Now it's time to fuck up some hornets.
Do best.
Yeah, I know, I'm not using your patented invincibility feather technique, Goke. There we go. It's basically like the current policy on shoplifters right now. Just gotta let them get away with it.
I think next time I wanna get a new video game. I'm just gonna travel to California.
Yeah. Aren't video games like $100 in Brazil or Argentina or wherever it is that you're from?
There are other countries in South America, you know.
Yeah, those are
If
the
you
only.
try the same.
Those are the
if
only
you try
two that
the
I
same
know of.
ones. God damn it! Like, you failed in geography that bad?
It isn't so much that I failed geography that bad. It's just that no one ever teaches anything outside of fucking North America and Europe. At least where I am.
Okay. Look at a map once in a while, twat.
Yeah, South America is the one with the big nose and the tiny little legs. And at one point in time, it snuggled nicely into Africa.
Yeah. South America and Africa had that war spooning for a few million years until they have a really bad breakup. Well, anyway, what was I saying? Jesus, I forgot.
You're talking about civil service jobs for the last 200 years?
Well, it wasn't that. Right before we started talking about South
yeah,
America.
it was video
price
games
of video
being
games.
yeah. It's like $100, right?
I wish. No, sometimes like they are in the realm of like 150 here.
Oh wow, Jesus.
Some are even something in the realm of 200. There are games on Steam right now who are 250. Like Sekiro was a few months ago was like $200, and then it went up on price.
Yeah. I know you said that the your currency isn't that great, but like, is it really that bad? Where it's just like, well, we just gotta raise it by like an extra $10, or is it just game companies just being like, you know what, fuck these guys?
I wouldn't be surprised if there was some country, some governmental country going on. Some governmental crap going on, like they raise the taxes on something, and now, and they to make up for the loss, they gotta screw the buyer.
Yeah.
Because it.
Because like for digital games, it doesn't make a lick of damn sense that they'd be just as,
Not
if
at
not
all.
more expensive than like physical copies of games, which
Yeah.
I see a lot.
Doesn't make the slightest bit of sense.
Oh, he's off to the lava world. And as a kid, I was like, oh, the lava world, what's that? Is that like a secret level? And it turns out, no, it's actually a reference to Banjo-Tooie.
I'm so pissed with this bear. I'm moving to another game.
Yeah, basically.
It's actually kind of silly how crazy the price of digital games can get sometimes here. Because let me look at my wish list.
Yeah, because I know that Forspoken, everyone's favorite isekai game, I think for me on Steam, that's $80 base price, and then $100 for the special edition. And that's like the same rate as I'm sure it would be if I bought a physical copy.
So, for example, Like a Dragon Ishin game is currently basically $300.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I could probably find a sealed copy of a PS2 game for that price. In fact, I was eyeing a few months ago. There was someone selling a copy of Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne for 400 sealed.
Oh wow, that's a rare one because it was released like halfway through the Wii lifespan, if I remember correctly. Like it.
No, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. I think that's from the early 2000s.
Really, I thought it was released. I could have sworn they released a new Shin Megami Tensei game, like during when the Wii was out, like, and the Wii was out for like a few years or something like that at that point.
I know Shin Megami Tensei 4 was released for the Nintendo DS.
The 3DS, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me see. Nocturne was released in 2003. And it got to North America in 2004.
Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm also checking the ceiling because on one level there was the honeycomb piece, and I was just double checking to see if they put one in Mumbo's skull ever since then, but I don't think they did.
Are there piranhas on that water?
Hmm?
Are there piranhas in the water? I imagine there are.
Piranhas in the water, like in this level? No.
Yeah. Then why do you need the boots?
Because around Mumbo's skull there's thorn brambles.
Hmm. Okay.
And if you touch them, Grunty comes in and says, "Fuck you, those are mine!" And then I get sad. Which is why I'm not dying in this playthrough, because I don't want to see Gruntilda do her taunt when you die. Or the first time you die, I should say.
One thing that annoyed me about when I playing this game is that every time I saved and quit, it showed me the game over screen.
Yeah. But I don't know, I don't find it that bad.
I was just annoying, like whenever like I had to quit the game, they treated me as if I had lost.
Nothing in here for me? Fuck you. There's 4 musical notes and a caterpillar. That's more than enough. Have you ever had an inkling to play Forspoken?
No.
Okay. Because I'm watching Oni plays go through that game, and it's unintentionally funny in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I honestly have very little interest in most games released in the past 5 years.
Oh yeah. I mean,
occasionally, if they are games like from Japan or like, I have an interest in the most recent Yakuza games, stuff like a Dragon. I want to play that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I wouldn't mind playing the Yakuza games either. And I heard that Like a Dragon was like really good, and then they turned into like a turn-based RPG.
yeah.
Ah, you little
Wow, what a
shit.
dick. Yeah, like a dragon, there is. I just. The frustrating thing is just how ridiculously heavy these games are nowadays. It's one of the things that pisses me off the most. You're gonna
That
download.
every game
You're
is
gonna download it.
like
Yeah.
30 hours long.
No, every game is something like 50, 60, up to 100 gigabytes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
remember.
was checking out when Horizon Zero Dawn was launched on Steam. I checked about I was checking the game, and then I noticed 100 gigabytes. Well, no, thank you. I'm just not gonna play the game.
Yeah. There was, I remember when Morrowind was first released, one of the reviewers that knocked it a bit from the score said that it was a complete hog on hard drive space. And back then it was like 700 gigabytes. Or not 700, 700 megabyte. Which one's bigger, gigabytes or megabytes? I'm mixing them up now.
Gigabytes are bigger.
Okay, so yeah, it was 700 megabytes, and the reviewers said that the game was a complete hog because of that. If only they knew how bad things were going to get.
Yeah, nowadays we need external hard drives to play a game. And God forbid you wanna have more games at the same time.
Well, no, you see, the problem is that you can only be playing that one game, and you gotta buy the season pass every year, and then with the season pass, you get all the DLC, and then you gotta keep buying just that one game. Keep invested in that one game, because if you go do anything else, then you're not being a loyal customer.
I don't even think speedrunners do that. Because speedrunners usually they go for like the original version of the game because it's the most buggy one. It's the one that can be exploited the most.
Oh, so they go for I see.
Yeah, usually a lot of the times whenever speedrunners get to the original version of a game because it's the one that hasn't been fixed.
Yeah.
So they can exploit the broken mechanics to get faster times. Like I think the version, for example, people who speedrun Final Fantasy VII, they go for a very specific version of Final Fantasy VII because it's the one that has like the glitches that are more effective.
Okay. Also, this guy ate all of his fucking acorns during spring and summer, and then was too stupid to realize that he had one in his fucking house. Fucking nabnut.
It's funny how nabnuts sound like an insult.
I think it is actually a type of nut, though, isn't it?
I have no clue.
Okay. Because I know there's a lot of British... There is some British slang in Banjo-Kazooie, for obvious reasons. But, it's just kind of... Like, even I don't know, like, all of them. So I just thought nabnut was a type of... Well, nut in Britain. Because I do know that, at least in North America, we don't have red-tailed squirrels, which is what they always use in rare games whenever they have a squirrel. We have ugly-ass gray and black ones. You got squirrels, or... do you live in a part of Asia that doesn't have them?
We're still missing Africa, by the way.
Don't worry. Nigeria will appear one day.
Uh, yeah, but not on Twitter, I think. I remember this time that where during the elections, Nigeria just banned Twitter from their country, and people were fuming.
Well, people fume over all sorts of stupid shit on Twitter. But
Yeah, but I
what
just
was?
find it hilarious. I saw some people make a joke. Ah, don't worry, you just gotta make your own Nigeria. But yeah, yeah, I don't think we have squirrels here.
Well, I guess
Or
that's
that
one
might-
good thing of where you are, because they are fucking rancid little shitheads. Hate them so bad.
You're only upset because you're not a Disney princess with an instant chemistry with animals like Bob Ross.
Does Bob Ross have that chemistry with animals? I thought he had that chemistry with just painting scenery.
There's a few episodes of Bob Ross where he's showing animals. You're really not getting very lucky with these guys, are you?
Yeah, they're pretty fucking annoying, especially when you're doing it from the water like I am.
But yeah, like there's some episodes, for example, where Bob Ross has squirrels with him, and he's showing, for example, there is a just search like Bob Ross pocket squirrel, and he spends like an entire video painting with a squirrel in his pocket. It's adorable. Yeah. He's apparently very involved with animal causes. So,
Well, was, but yeah.
yeah.
Didn't
I say was?
No, you said... Did you say was? I thought you said, he is. But,
Nah.
whatever.
I don't think so.
Whatever.
Yeah, but you can find videos showing animals on his painting show.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Aren't squirrels an animal that are more native to like temperate areas?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but anyway, we're doing the stupidest thing you can do in winter, and that's swim underneath the ice. And the rules for Rusty Bucket Bay also apply here, where you take double air if you're under the water. But anyway, all the honeycomb pieces for this level are during the winter stage. So, there's the one, and the other one is actually hidden pretty well. And also, I'm just hanging around here and under the water, because there is a weird glitch where if you enter Naughty's house and then go under the water, the music still plays from his house. And I like the music, so that's why I like to swim around and listen to it.
I was asking because I was thinking the pattern of behavior. Usually, the pattern of behavior for squirrels is stocking food for the winter. So I was thinking like they are specifically animals of like temperate and cold weather, cold environments.
Yeah, I mean, probably, but the way they go about stocking for winter pisses me off to no end, because essentially they just bury their nuts and then forget about them, like 90% of the time. And so they just completely destroy, like, your garden and shit, just trying to get their thing done.
Mambo's on vacation.
Yeah, nothing there. And because he called me a hairy fool, fuck him. Um... So here's a question. I was just thinking about this. Do you know of any game that Rare has made ever since the N64 ended that was good?
I am not aware of it. I know they made apparently a remake of Conquer for the Xbox.
Yeah, and it is objectively worse than the one for the N64 because they actually censored more of it. The obvious example is that in Conker's Bad Fur Day, they censor fucking cunt, but in the remake, they also censored shit as well.
Yeah.
So it completely ruins the fucking Mighty Pooh fight.
Oh, winter physics. How
Yep,
how
they're
awesome.
fun.
Aren't you gonna get that?
No, this is the last level, so we have more than enough Mumble Skulls to do the last transformation.
But what about the bragging rights?
Oh yeah, you're right, I forgot about those. Oh well. I guess it's high time for me to get cancelled on Twitter then for it. Hashtag Sam missed a skull.
Hashtag who the hell is Sam?
Don't worry, one of these days I'll make it big. And then we'll see who has the last laugh.
Yeah. Me, when you get cancelled. Because your foot fetish gets revealed to the public.
Why would I have a foot fetish when I have a perfectly satisfactory tits and ass fetish?
Nah, it's gotta be that weird stuff that gets you hauled by the mob. Ah.
Yeah, and because I hate Nabnub so much, I'm just gonna break into his house, destroy his windows so all the coal comes in and kills him. Look at that, that stupid fuck has a girlfriend. How the hell is that even possible? Guy couldn't even get a job.
How many other squirrels you see around? So.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, let's be honest. When there is only one man left on the planet, he's gonna have an easy time getting. He's gonna have an easy time getting action, unless he's gay, in which case he's screwed.
I haven't read it, but have you heard of Y the Last Man, the comic series?
I have heard.
Okay. Yeah, because apparently he doesn't have a very good time in that post-apocalyptic setting. The only thing I've heard about it,
yeah, in general, in the post-apocalypse, you wouldn't have a good time. But, sir, if you're the last male on the planet, getting some action would be less difficult, I presume, because, well, what other option do the women have?
Yeah, fair, but apparently, one of the things I heard from Feminist Frequency as to why the Last Man is, like, the worst thing ever because of, being sexist is, there is a rampaging cult of feminists who try to kill him because he's a man.
They take lesbianism to the extreme.
Yeah, basically.
But I like how in the graphically, like when the eagle takes flight, it looks like it's swallowing you.
Oh, fucking physics. Oh well, at least the slowdown of the backflip managed to carry me that far. But anyway.
And you just block the ground with your face.
Yeah, that's how you stop the fall. You just land on your head.
I remember like there was this case of the game Just Cause. In the game Just Cause, you have a grappling hook, and one thing you could do is that if you're falling, you could negate falling damage by grappling to the ground and pushing yourself and like pulling yourself. So like the way to negate fall damage is to reach the ground faster.
Yeah, I think that was Just Cause 2. That was like that? Or did you say that and I just didn't hear it because something Discord being a bitch?
It was one of the games in the Just Cause series.
Okay.
I remember. This dickhead, man! Are you playing on a 64, right?
Yep, original hardware. That's why the quality of the footage isn't that great.
But yeah, I was imagining killing those guys with N64 controllers must be such a pain.
I don't know. I'm like really used to N64 controllers, so I don't see them being that big of a deal or a problem like some people will endlessly bitch about. But yeah, yeah, not much to say. I don't have an issue with it. Everyone else has an issue with the controller, so therefore it's their problem.
That's your version of get good.
Basically. Anyway, and here's the one really weird song of Click Clock Wood that only plays in this one room that is really hard to find. And there's our last honeycomb piece. So, maximum life. But if you guys know this game, that's not the most health that we can have. But yeah, going back to the rare question, yeah, I'm trying to be careful here, Jesus. I was just thinking, like, what games did they make when Microsoft bought them that... Fuck off! That Microsoft bought them that...
You might as well just fly.
Yeah, basically. But, like, what game that they made when Microsoft bought them that was actually any good? Excuse me. And only 2 games came to mind. That was Killer Instinct and Sea of Thieves. And even then, Sea of Thieves, I don't think started getting praise until like a year or 2 after it got released, because when it was first released, it was awful.
Sea of Thieves is an MMO, right?
I don't even know what Sea of Thieves is. I just know that it's a multiplayer game where you just sail around on a ship. But when they first released it, there was like nothing.
Yeah.
And then Ubisoft, and then oh, sorry. I was just gonna joke and say that, and then Ubisoft looked at what Sea of Thieves did and said, "Let's do that."
Let's do that.
With Skull and Bones.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. By the Killer Instinct, you're talking about the remake, right?
Yeah, the one that they made for Xbox One, but because no one bought an Xbox One, no one, well, gave half a shit.
Yeah, but they bought that. They made that also for PC.
Yeah, PC like what, 5-10 years later.
Here's the thing. That is a pretty long time in between them being bought by Microsoft and them actually made. I know of some games they made but were not well received at all, like stuff like Grabbed by the Ghoulies.
I heard Grabbed by the Ghoulies was fucking ass cancer. Like, that was a really bad game.
Yeah, I've heard that too. It wasn't very. It wasn't a very fun time. I heard.
From Yeah, basically the elevator pitch that I've heard for that game is, from what I've heard, the elevator pitch I would give or tell people about that game is that it's a survival horror game made for kids, which already is like a really fucking bad idea.
Yeah,
Because either you're gonna be scaring the shit out of little kids, or it's not gonna be scary in the slightest. And it's the second one.
Because let's be honest, I mean, did they really stop any 12-year-olds from playing Resident Evil in the PS1 era?
Well, no, but it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, it's the whole, what is your intended audience, and you kind of have to placate to that, and, you know, it would be like making a kid's version of fucking, what is it, like, The Thing or something, like, it comes to the point where it's like, why the fuck would you do that? That doesn't make sense.
Disney Pixar's The Thing. You remember that joke, right?
I remember the AI art shit where it was like, my, friend Uncle Ted, and it's the old man from Up in a cabin building a clock.
There was this AI. Someone made an AI art where it was, I think, Rapunzel and the Prince from the Rapunzel movie. Angle, right, was the name of the movie. And basically it was Rapunzel as the Thing assimilating the Prince.
Yeah, there was a bunch of good ones too, like, there was one called Finding Water, and it was a bunch of starving black kids on the cover. It was like,
my God.
That was a little spicy, but...
The Gingers are... The Gingers. I keep calling them Gingers. The Gingers are spread across the seasons, right?
Yeah, that's why, I haven't really been finding, them. Yeah, so... The last green one is, up at the very top. I could have gotten them earlier with the invincibility feathers, but you can just do it very easily with the bee.
That's a fat bee.
Well, bees are fat, at least compared to hornets anyway.
No, they just have a big ass.
Got that fat ass.
Yes.
But yeah, one of the Jinjos is in here. If I could get him, because the flying controls as a bumblebee aren't that great. It's mostly just because it's really hard to go down once you go up. It kind of sucks. Also, you can't swim as the bee. As soon as you touch water, you immediately fly up.
Well, expected, really. Do bees clean themselves?
From how they pollinate, I'm going to say no. No, but I would imagine so. But I did hear that if you have allergies to like pollen and outdoor stuff, a good way to remedy that is to find locally sourced honey and have a spoonful of it every day. And that apparently, like, I wouldn't say cures it, but it, like, helps alleviate the symptoms. Which makes sense, but, you know.
remember how many people died of allergies when people still did not understood well what the didn't understood the immune system well. So like occasionally someone would eat a nut and then just choke to death, and people would like, what the hell happened?
Well,
Was he smitten by God?
well, I think the peanut allergy thing is a relatively recent thing because what it was like I remember when I was in grade 2, that's when it became like a thing that, oh yeah, the peanut allergy is starting to go around, because since they didn't know how to really combat against it, they just flat out banned peanut butter from schools. And that pissed me off because I like peanut butter sandwiches. But, in reality, all it did was just make me angry that there was this one kid in my class who was allergic to peanut butter. And it's like, it's because of you that I can't have these sandwiches. But anyway, here's the best part of the game. The sort of quiz show mini-game. So, like, did you have that in school? The fucking, like, they banned peanut butter because they didn't know how to combat it?
No, we don't usually have peanut butter in here. It's not a very popular kind of dessert. Here, it's mostly like, mostly in my schools it was stuff like porridge or.
Yes, the peanut butter, the royalties, fucking food, and meanwhile, your people get porridge. That's sad.
Yeah, you third world scum gets just a gruel.
Anyway, so how this minigame works is that it's a little maze, and you step on a tile, and you answer questions. For some reason, it's just really fun to do. And this is where the learning out, or finding out Gruntilda's weird secrets comes into play, because if you step on a Gruntilda tile, she basically asks you a question about, like, her past, which you wouldn't know about unless you talk to her sister. Where do you think we've been, Gok? Let's see if you can answer the questions faster than I can. Nope. Too late.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, it's a good thing that his picture is right there.
Oh boy.
Oh man, I kick your ass so hard at this game, Gok. You're not getting a single question so far.
No, I'm just I'm just perplexed. Like that, you hear her voice the entire time. Like it's. Which voice is this? There's this dumb voice.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't answer those ones, because the way that we record, I have to listen to this on mute. It was Mega Pie, I think. Yeah! And with these Joker cards, yeah, we can use them to skip a question.
Oh my god.
Alright, see the picture on my screen? Mumbo's Mountain. Come on, Gok.
Well, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the first level.
Yeah. You didn't say it though.
Well, you said it right away, so why bother? How many bears can fit in?
The igloo, yeah. Come on, Gok. Oh yeah, that was a trick question because you're a bear. I forgot about that. So it's 5.
Genbo. It's so confusing that the audience boos you as you get it right.
Well, yeah, it makes sense because they're on Gruntilda's side, right?
Remember's magic, help bear.
Yeah, the clock ones, you play one of the mini games you played before, but now you're on a timer. So these ones are really, really fun. I like them. I also can't remember if some of them they make intentionally a bit harder as well, but wouldn't surprise me.
And you're kicking his ass.
Yeah, the trick is just to sort of time when it's going to change, and then you immediately just stop going for the one that is being shown.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh, and another thing about the Gruntilda secret ones is it does change every game as to what one it is, like what what her secret is. So you do, yeah, you do need to find the her sister.
Yeah.
Unless you want to guess. But it's a really bad idea because these ones, if you get wrong, you just instantly die.
I know that in speedruns they intentionally miss the questions on the skull ones because you get because you can exploit a glitch involving like the death animation to just skip the whole game.
Oh wow, okay. Well,
yeah.
To be fair, there's not much of a game after this.
But it's something like 6 minutes that they skip.
What's the code, Gok? What's the code?
3, the middle one.
You only said that because I hovered on it.
I said 3 before you went there. I was just.
All right, where have we been?
Is that the? Oh yeah, it was right before Rusty Bucket Bay, right?
Nope, it was Rusty Bucket Bay.
I thought it was like the entrance to Rusty Bucket Bay.
Oh, what's your amazing party trick to perform a striptease? I'm amazed they managed to get that past Nintendo.
It's kind of funny how nowadays Nintendo is the company that won't censor like the tits in your game.
Yeah, that is very, very weird, but you know.
Nowadays, like everywhere else, just like you go with Sony. No, we can't have tits in our game. That is bad. People are gonna.
Sorry, Sunny.
We're gonna riot. Sony. Yeah,
Oh, Sony.
Like,
I thought you said
yes.
Sunny.
Sony is very, very stupid about not letting any sexual content in their games anymore because.
Apparently, they're more in tune with the West than Nintendo is.
Yeah, they are in tune with the most obnoxious parts of the West. because Nintendo is nowadays like, oh yeah, you want to put tits in your game? Sure, go on. More people buy in our system, so why do we care? Yeah, because like, ironically nowadays, where you heard this, it's the beach level, right?
Again, I'm listening to it on mute, so I couldn't tell you.
Let's go through. Ah.
Also, this path that I take is the path that I always take when I do this mini game. Oh yeah, this is how they make it harder. So they give you less time, and you have to spell Banjo-Kazooie backwards. So that's how they made it harder.
Oh boy. How many times have you played this game?
Oh fuck, I don't know. Like, I've been playing it since I was a kid, so... Yeah, I don't know. That's actually quite a question. If I were to give a conservative number, maybe 30 times I've beaten it.
That's gotta have your number. I was when I before like a few years ago, when I still had respect for the completionist.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching one of his let's play of A Link to the Past, and he said at some point they were talking about how many times they had played the game, and completion is like, how many I played this game, well, easily in the triple digits.
Oh yeah.
And like I was thinking, I was making the count, man. Triple digits to play this game, because like if you know everything, how to do everything in A Link to the Past, it's actually not a very long game. You can 100% that game in like less than 5 hours.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I was doing the let's suppose that he only played the game for like a. He can play the game in one day, in one sitting, if he like is in the mood for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, triple digits. That is a minimum of 100 times he has beaten the game.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I think it was let's. By that point, I think it was some 6 years ago, I was watching that Let's Play. So let's say... Let's divide by 25. Let's divide by 25, because it's... actually, oh, sorry, I did the count in the retarded way. So like, how many years the game has been around? Actually, not that many times a year. It's actually, you don't have to play that game that many times a year, because the game has been around for like 30 years or so. A Link to the Past was 92. Was 92, right? 92 or 91, I think.
It was one of those years, yeah.
Yeah, so easily like easily 30 over 30 years by now. But like, yeah, it's not that many times a year actually. You play the game like a few times a year. You can easily get like in the 300s, like in the 3 digits. I mean,
yeah,
the 300s is a bit crazy. Now that is crazy. So what?
Sorry, you were saying that is crazy.
I mean, it sounds crazy for me because I don't replay games that much. So it's very unusual for me to replay. It's a very small number of games that I usually replay, especially multiple times. But
Fuck you, Grunty. You can't trick me that easily. So with the completionist drama, did he ever, like, come out and just sort of say, like, give an actual reason as to, like, why he didn't donate any money besides that, you know, something, gotta find the right, person to donate it to?
Sorry, I was paying attention on the dialogue.
Oh, basically,
yeah,
I just asked if the completionist actually gave a genuine reason as to why he never donated any money.
Yeah, as far as I know, I haven't followed the drama most in the recent weeks, but as far as I know, he just made excuses.
Yeah. I also like the titles that they give themselves in the credits, like Chief of Ideas, instead of and more ideas, instead of like the creative consultants or whatever. And instead of programmer, Chief Keyboard Tapper.
Well, it is a deputy keyboard tapper. Well, it is kind of a description of what a programmer does. So.
Yeah, it's also funny that they all gave themselves nicknames of the characters. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised how many keyboard tappers there are.
I find it amusing that they give you the credits before the final boss.
Well, there is a bit of a joke as to why, but...
That guy just sounds like he's burping all the way he talks.
Yeah, I know, it's great, I love it. Cartoony bits and more scribbling instead of artist.
Oh, this is the one who said like his audio is just playing.
Yeah, Banjo's like
voice.
really slowly. Yeah.
Or sketching, John.
Oh, big noisemaker, Grant Kirkhope, the fucking greatest musician in gaming history.
If you say so.
Oh, I know so.
And this racist twat. Is there any character in the game whose voice is Banjo sped up?
Not that I know of or remember.
You know, that doesn't look like a hat.
Yeah, it's in between his eyes and his the bushy leaf thing. It's like a turban.
That's racist.
It's not my fault it takes place in Egypt.
Strange Noise Makers, Eveline Fisher, Lee Ripper Ray. That is a disturbing set of sounds for a toilet.
Nah, it's fine.
Arakawa. Ah.
Oh, instead of producer, it's bean counter. Nice.
Moving and shaking. Hey, found his nuts.
Yep, and of course, like an idiot, he's gonna fucking eat them all and just wait for someone to bail him out of his problems.
That's what's wrong with society. This is basically a metaphor for like it's a poorly disguised metaphor for the development team's politics. Nabnuts just represents like what their perspective on the kind of people that they hit the most in society.
Yeah.
Where's that boss fight?
Come on, you gotta settle down, Goat. Oh no, they're cooking Banjo's goldfish. Alrighty then. And with that...
You gotta go there and deliver the cold hand of justice.
Yep, but unfortunately that will have to wait until next time. So, we'll see you all later. Have a nice night.
Bye.